Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We get a list of 8 properties, and I think the first one has some gems of a description, so I'll show you that in just a second. Buyer class this weekend, this Saturday. Register over there or miltonbuyerclass.com. It's going to be a great time. So let's get to Wilson. 260. Where the value comes from is you've got an actual garage with a parking spot. There are some in this area that are surface parking, and usually you only get one with your unit. So if you have 2 cars, this is a far better option. And we certainly see the value go up when we see an actual garage as part of the townhouse. 280 on the fees, electric baseboard heat. They've done a pretty good job, it looks like, of keeping it well. The description to me, I think, is really funny. So we've got, well, first of all, it says 1 washroom, but if you're worried, you can have an attached laundry room with a toilet. So, I mean, you could actually sit on the toilet while you're doing your laundry. I think that's hilarious. Yeah, anyways, it's kids, don't mix your water with your electric. It's probably not a good idea.
Find out what happens when I drop a toaster into Adam's bath.
Less than 500 square feet. I mean, there's a bunch of errors in here. You know, whatever. I think it's pretty funny. Panton Trails, $399. We've got a finished basement, total of 1,725 square feet. So the main floor plus the upstairs, about 14 or so. A lot of today's homes don't have pictures, which is unfortunate. Now you can check later on today or tomorrow. The link down below the video will actually have real-time updates of those photos. Higginbotham is $519. Just had a big sale of this model. It's a plan for 1,835 square feet. You've got a separate living room plus dining, family plus a kitchen. And upstairs there's 3 bedrooms plus a loft. So that's your family room. And then you've also got your dining room, so you can see how they interact. And then at the front of the house by the entrance, you've got this little separate main floor family room. You've got a walk-in pantry off the kitchen, and it's a nice floor plan, really good. You're going to pay for a fence. If you share the cost with your neighbors, you should be around $1,000 to $1,500, and that's it. You know, the big sale, I mean, I would say probably helps these guys. I still have a tough time looking at that home for the size of it. And most of the stuff we see getting past even 5 or 510 are a little bit bigger than that. So Kingsley Court, 528.3. It's a flip, basically. They've done a second suite downstairs in the basement. And I think that the legality of that would be questioned. You'd want to look at, does it comply with the building code, the fire code? Is there enough parking? All those different things with the Places to Grow initiative. So Ontario has basically said to all the municipalities, you need to be a little more lenient with allowing basement apartments, but you've got to follow some rules. And so the municipalities are starting to smarten up. They didn't like it at first, and now they're going, okay, well, how are we going to register these? How are we going to make some money? We see it in Hamilton, Mississauga. Milton, probably a little bit less, but it's coming. So there's going to be some sort of a registration process, I believe, in the future. But there's a lot of changes happening with second suites right now in legislation. So anyways, they bought this home for like $350 in May. So at $528, they're making a pretty healthy profit. I don't know what kind of money they put into this home. There's no pictures to check it out. So you've got a big lot plus a nice home, potential basement income, but you got no garage. So that's something that I think on most of these bungalows, if there's space, you got to put one in. I just think it enhances the selling, the ability to sell the home. Brothers is 534.9. If you have a look at Google Maps, you can find it. This is a Thistle Bay. It's 2,237 square feet, plus a finished basement too. So I think that for the size of the home, we're now talking about a home that's 400 square feet bigger than the one we showed at 519. Plus you got that basement there. If it's half decent, I think they look like a good deal. We've seen some of those models sell even in the 520s and up to 530 without the finished basement. So Lederman, 624. I have no idea what model this is. I know there's 3 full bathrooms upstairs. The virtual tour link doesn't work, so I'm having a tough time trying to find any information. But I will check the photos, as I hope you do too, once they show up. So just right down below the video, post it in real time. Leech Landing is a Wood Lily model, 629. Looks decent inside, like the 9-foot ceilings, pot lights. The kitchen looks like it's got some good upgrades. And I don't think they're that far off, really, of where they need to be. We've seen this home sell for even more than this. maybe a little bit nicer piece of land, but that's a good range for this home. And it's a nice layout. The only complaint that people have is that it's got the staggered garage, but that opens up the floor plan on the main floor. Last one is Wettlaufer 689. It's a Livingston model. It says 3103 square feet. My thought was it was always a little bit bigger than that. But anyways, you've got a living dining room right when you come in the front door. Kitchen looks decent. I think they put the appliances in, which is nice because a lot of the new homes off the builder lot don't have that. Upgraded countertops. In this room just off the kitchen, there's a little bit of a kind of a home office space, and it's very functional. There's a laundry room just behind. Lots of windows here, lots of light, good space for a TV right there. I face palmed when I saw this because I thought you're going to do iron pickets, but then you've got your honey colored wood. You got to go dark on the wood. I think that was a big mistake for these guys not to stain it darker. And but you can see there's a nice effect there with the staircase, and you're going all the way up to a third level loft, which is right here. It's funny, the only piece of furniture in the whole house is a couch that they dragged all the way up to the third floor. You think they would have stopped on the main floor and said, hey, we're good here. This is very cool because it could be a home office, it could be a nanny suite. There is an option to put a bathroom, which I believe they did, a 4-piece bathroom here. So it's, I mean, you probably wouldn't want an older relative going, but it's a great playroom. Again, lots of uses. You could divide the space up a little bit. It's almost like having a finished basement at the top of your house versus down below, and lots of light up here too. So I really like the floor plan. I think it's got a nice curb appeal here. $689. I'd like to see a little bit more upgrading. They would have benefited from putting hardwood floors in. I think that would have been a strong return on investment. But for under $700,000, there's a good amount of space, and that third story loft is pretty awesome. So anyways, it's a little high, but it's not that far off. If you have any questions, or if you want to see anything in this list, or anything that you see on the website, anything that's listed, just give us a call, and we'll definitely give you some great advice and keep you safe. So have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.